Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Thasapon Damli. I'm from Mahidol University. Today, I would like to present the issue like social marginalization, bullying, and HIV vulnerability among Thai lesbian and bisexual female secondary school students. Now, I will use LBF for the Thai lesbian bisexual female students. The picture on the right-hand side is the picture of the student, one of the LBF students who draw it to explain how she get bullied by teachers. Socials tend to believe that women who have sex with women have less risk to HIV. But however, previously research recently reported that HIV transmission between female to female sexual contact includes unprotected vaginal sex and exposure to other body fluid but for menstruation or exposure to blood from trauma during raw sex. Syndromic theory among MSM predict the cofactors which go together and put MSM at risk to HIV, and those are alcohol use, substance use, depression, violence, and unsafe sex. However, there is no study on syndromic factors among LBF before. The syndromic factor might be explained their HIV vulnerability. An attitude toward heteronormativity and prejudice against non-gender normative in Thailand may lead LBF people to be sexual minority. And bullying in school is considered to be one of forms of gender-based school violence. And LBF is more likely to be victim of school bullying and experience other types of problems including alcohol use, substance use, depression, violence, and unsafe sex practices. This study explores connections between social marginalization, bullying, victimization, and HIV vulnerability among LBF students. Research methodology studies sites for regions from Thailand and the capital city Bangkok. Research methodology qualitative research conduct for this study. 67 focus group discussion, 56 in-depth interviews and participant observation was conducted. The participant group are teachers, directors, general students, and LGBT students. Active 5 LBF students will include Tom student, and this student is a Thai term of LBF student. Tom student is a masculine lesbian who dresses, acts, and possibly speak in a masculine fashion in Thai culture. And this student is a girl who has in relationships with Tom and Harry to recruit it because they like a general girl. Finding 1, discrimination from teachers and directors. Teachers and directors in school discriminate LBF students from school activities because of they have negative views with LBF students, especially Tom students. In their view, Tom students are the person who misgender or ผิดเพศ in Thai term, sexual gender deviant or เบี่ยงเบนทางเพศ in Thai term. They believe that Tom act aggressive, are more likely to cause trouble in school, comparing to กระเทย transgender students who are more creative, more obedient, do better than in school in terms of study and school activities. Being labeled from teachers and some students. LBF students are labeled as abnormal by teachers and students. That lead them to police by teachers, especially Tom identity. Teachers said that Tom students are always practice misconduct behavior against the school rules. For example, school has ruled that any student cannot charge his or her mobile phone in the school, but when the teacher finds someone else charging mobile phone in the classroom, teacher will be excused Tom's student first as a person who did it, even they didn't do it. And although Tom's student tried to explain that she did not do it, but teachers still didn't believe them. A lack of power. Some LBF students often told by teachers that her LBF status is temporary and they conduct sinful acts, and they will later change to heterosexual person later. This is a teacher discord and makes LBF students to feel guilty and shameful and lose her self-esteem. And some students want to get a short hair and get dressed like a man, but they can't do that because of the rule of school doesn't allow them to do that. The social marginalization process sets LBF students, especially Tom students, to be a sexual minority, and they try to gain additional social space by expanding their social network among male peers, which increase their risk of alcohol abuse, substance abuse, and sexual abuse. Here is the example of being labeled by teacher. I will let you read. Finding two, we find 5 forms of bullying among LBF students, which are physical bullying, verbal bullying, social bullying, sexual bullying, and teasing and bullying by teachers and directors. For example, cutting grade and blaming. Example, physical bullying among Tom students. I will let you read. An example of verbal bullying among Tom and these students. I will let you read. And HIV vulnerability, I found 3 factors from the syndromic theory, which are depression, alcohol use, and unprotected sex. Here is the example. I will let you read. And the linkage between social marginalization, bullying, victimization, and HIV vulnerability. From a story from Jeep, a Tom student who was raped by other male students, and this student have both male and Tom partners, for this hard to recruit it. Here is for example, I will let you read. For discussions, I have 3 points to discuss. First, heteronormative view by Thai society, including prejudice against non-gender conforming persons, lead them to vulnerability and myths about temporary state of Tom and D. Society tried to change that to be a heterosexual person and lead them to vulnerability and masculine role identity from Tom, making them vulnerability. Here is recommendations. I will let you read. and acknowledgements. We collaborating with UNESCO, Plan International, and Mahidol University. Thank you. And here is my study team.